we just received news that Robert Pattinson is still not going to be the DCU Batman. And instead, there's a rumor that it might be this guy. Hey everyone, welcome back and welcome if you're new. Today, we're going to talk about why Robert Pattinson should be the DCU Batman. And also talk a little bit of the latest DCU Batman casting rumors at the end of the video. With Supergirl underperforming at the box office, Warner Bros. Or whoever owns it now really needs to play things a little safer. Yes, we are getting the Superman sequel titled Man of Tomorrow, written and directed again by James Gunn, so we know it's going to be a banger, but we also have a banger and that is Matt Reeves' The Batman. Superman and Batman both really did great at the box office, especially the Batman earning $772 million at the worldwide box office in 2022. So with Matt Reeves' The Batman being a huge success, and Robert Pattinson has become one of the best live-action versions of the character in my opinion, why not merge the universe? Well, about that, as we know, Matt Reeves made it clear that he wants this version of the character to stay out of the DCU universe. And while I completely respect that creative decision, most of us or some of us can really see the potential of this version of the Batman meeting David Cornsweet's Superman.
Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute.
By seeing the possibility of what it's like to have both of these characters on the big screen, I think I have an idea on how to do it. First of all, we're probably going to have Matt Reeves' The Batman complete trilogy, and that's where this version of the character is probably going to end. But just look at this man, he clearly already looks like Bruce Wayne, and with a little touch-up, Robert Pattinson already looks like the part. Moreover, with what James Gunn is aiming for, the Brave and the Bold, being the more experienced Batman with Damian Wayne on his side, as his Robin, I think Robert Pattinson is in the perfect age for it, being 40 years old himself. Therefore, he's older than David, which is perfect with what they are aiming for. Additionally, audiences already know him and Warner Bros. Has already built momentum around this version, so instead of starting over with another Batman, why not build on the one that's already successful? Now, the biggest argument against this is most people are saying that Matt Reeves' The Batman doesn't fit James Gunn's DC universe, and honestly, I disagree. Gotham in The Batman definitely has a grounded style, but when you look at it more closely, with the environment and the set of The Batman, the structures or the architecture remind me a lot of the Arkham games, except with much more advanced tech, of course. Yet, with that style, we can see that Batman still fights crazy giant monsters, crazy overpowered supervillains, and all kinds of crazy comic book stuff. I think that environment or that world looks much more, epic or comic booky compared to what we saw briefly of what Gotham looks like in Creature Commando, which is really plain or gray in my opinion, or I believe we've already seen this look in other versions of the character, such as the Christopher Nolan trilogy. So the tone, I believe, is really there, but I think the solution for this is to treat the trilogy as a prequel. So here's an idea. Let Matt Reeves finish his trilogy first exactly the way he wants. Once that's finished, then do a time skip for the Brave and the Bold storyline. We can make it similar to Tom Holland's Spider-Man Home trilogy, wherein after that trilogy, there's a new beginning for the character, and now we're getting Spider-Man Brand New Day, directed by a new director. Also, the reason why this would work is that James Gunn discussed how the story of the DCU will be similar to the story structure of Star Wars, where there are different eras of trilogies in the same universe, where stories can jump across timelines. Now you may be asking, how would you fill the void between Matt Reeves' trilogy and The Brave and the Bold? Well, in James Gunn's announcement of his plan for the DCU, he mentioned that games or video games can also be part of the universe.
Film and television for a long time. And it's one of, our jobs, mine and Peter's, is to come in and make sure the DCU is connected in film, television, gaming, and animation.
Not just a series or a movie. Now, Robert Pattinson can choose not to do either the video game or an animated series and let other actors or voice actors take the role. Just like what they did for the What If series with some of the characters like Spider-Man and Iron Man, or in the video game Indiana Jones, voiced by Troy Baker. That game is great, by the way. Therefore, knowing that, we could either do an animated series thing for Batman or with the failed Arkham burst due to the mess of the Suicide Squad killed the Justice League, make a video game for the Pattinson himself, serving as a reboot for the Arkham burst. An idea for the story is maybe exploring how Batman ended up with each of the Robin, exploring the Bat family, and how he ended up with Damian Wayne. That way we can have more storylines explored. And similar to Star Wars, we had the prequel trilogy, and in this case, it could be Matt Reeves' trilogy. And there's in-between content moving forward to the OG trilogy, which in this case, we're going to be ended up with The Brave and the Bold. It's like everything builds on each other, so why can't Batman on the big screen do the same? Well, if the rumors are real and the new actor named Tom Brittney, I don't know if that's how you pronounce the name, really is the new Batman, well, I won't be mad at it. And I kinda low-key see the vision. With the interviews I've seen him and the voice that I've heard, I can really see the vision. And we know James Gunn can really cast an actor per role. Also, I haven't watched his work yet to fully judge the move, but I definitely see the potential. So if the DCU or Warner Bros chooses him, I'll give him a chance. But Robert Pattinson still has my vote to become the DCU Batman. But what do you guys think? Would you rather see Robert Pattinson become the DCU Batman, or do you want a completely fresh actor for the role? Let me know in the comments. So yeah, that's it for this video, and thank you for watching. Peace out.